If you want to know the best gangster movies, you should definitely watch our picks for the best ones of the 2010s.
John is a man of focus, commitment, sheer will. Something you know very little about.
We hope you will enjoy the following ranking. Please let us know your favorite in the comments, and make sure to subscribe to never miss a good movie again.
Number 10. Legend.
We're talking about earning a living, you know? We're talking about being gangsters, right? Which is what we are. So you can just fuck off. Go on, don't.
Legend is a biographical crime black comedy thriller film written and directed by Brian Helgeland and stars Tom Hardy, Emily Browning, and Taron Egerton. Made possible with breathtaking cinematic tricks and a leading cast that exceeds everything you can expect, Legend becomes what the title promises. We follow twin siblings Ronald and Reginald Cray, who are both very different, but share the similarity of extremely psychotic and dangerous behavior. People suffering under their reign can only argue if this makes them strong or weak gangster leaders.
The club is very, very empty. Bit like you, really. There's fuck all in it, apart from my brother's cock.
Number 9. Black Mass.
You said to me, this is a family secret, and you gave it up to me, boom.
Black Mass is a biographical crime drama film directed by Scott Cooper and stars Johnny Depp, Joel Edgerton, Benedict Cumberbatch, Kevin Bacon, and Dakota Johnson. This true story of Whitey Bulger, the brother of a state senator and the most infamous violent criminal in the history of South Boston, is everything fans of classic, raw, and hyper-violent gangster themes desire. Following a difficult man who spends his life suffering in morally gray zones, we witness how the business is the one thing controlling the entire city.
You were just saying gets people sent to Allenwood. Just saying could get you buried real quick.
Number 8. Kill the Irishman.
You borrowed money from the Gambino family, Danny.
I did? How do you borrow money if you don't receive it?
I understand that, but they won't.
Kill the Irishman is a biographical crime film directed by Jonathan Hensley and stars Ray Stevenson, Vincent D'Onofrio, Christopher Walken, and Val Kilmer. This thrilling exploration of mafia business sees it as the most powerful and influential thing around, but also showcases the absurd speed with which it suddenly collapses. Back in 1970, when a ruthless mobster ignited a turf war between the families in Cleveland, the blood ties crash all across the country, leaving them shattered and bleeding to death.
If anyone's on the hook, Shonda, it's you.
What?
I didn't hire the courier, you did.
What are you saying?
What I'm saying is, I lost nothing to nobody. Thus, I owe nothing to nobody.
Number 7. Why Don't You Play in Hell?
銃より刀ですよ。これこそ日本伝統のアクションです。
Why Don't You Play in Hell is a Japanese crime comedy film written and directed by Sion Sono and stars Jun Kunimura, Shinichi Tsutsumi, Fumi Nikaido, and Hiroki Hasegawa. Its tropes and premise are so absurd that you won't believe this movie is such an epic masterpiece. Why Don't You Play in Hell finds a renegade film crew on the mission to save an actress's career and continue the three-pronged plan with ending a Yakuza war left-handed, and of course, make a hit movie that blows everyone's mind.
しょうがねえな。天才が言うならその方が男っぽいですよ。そうそうそうそう。日本男児なんですから。 刀で言いましょうね、刀で。
Number 6. Animal Kingdom.
Is everything okay here?
Yeah, everything's great.
You alright, man?
He's fine, Mr. Licky.
Animal Kingdom is a neo-noir crime drama film written and directed by David Michaud and stars Ben Mendelsohn, Joel Edgerton, Guy Pearce, and Luke Ford. Organized crime is ultimately family business, and just like it always was with families, you can't just leave. When a young boy loses his mother due to an overdose, he is adopted by a loving family who has their hands in the worst crimes of the city. Now a young adult, he has no chance of leaving. But when a brave cop offers him help, he might get a chance.
Well, what do you want to talk to him about? Talk to me about it.
We'll speak to you again at a later time when we're ready.
I might have some information for you about those two murdered police.
Number 5. John Wick.
An opportunity to grieve unalone. And your son took that from me.
John Wick is a 2014 neo-noir action thriller film directed by Chan Stahelski and stars Keanu Reeves, Michael Nyqvist, Alfie Allen, Adriana Palicki, and Willem Dafoe. When the ex-contract killer John Wick leaves retirement to find the criminals that took everything from him, don't be in his way. Like an injured lion, John Wick hits back with a vengeance unparalleled by anything in the world of crime. Who can possibly stand a chance against blind rage anyway?
People keep asking if I'm back, and I haven't really had an answer. But now, yeah, I'm thinking I'm back. So you can either hand over your son, or you can die screaming alongside him!
Number 4. New World.
빨리 좀 와요.
긴장하면 오줌이 존나 마려고 이상하게.
미안해, 마시더만.
New World is a South Korean crime drama film written and directed by Park Hoon-jung and stars Choi Min-sik, Hwang Jung-min, Song Ji-hyo, and Lee Jung-jae. A premise that lacks nothing and will drop your jaw to the floor with its brilliant ideas is what makes New World a modern classic. Following an overly ambitious undercover cop on the infiltration of a crime syndicate over 8 whole years, he suddenly finds himself in charge of it all as the crime lord dies. But where to go next?
근데 조심 좀 하지. 그 잘난 혀가 되게 목줄을 끊어놓는 수가 있거든.
야, 우리 내기할래?
뭐?
내 목줄이 먼저 끊기나 네 모가지가 먼저 따이나.
Number 3. The Raid 1 and 2. The Raid is an Indonesian action thriller film series written and directed by Gareth Evans and stars Iko Uwais. The only question remaining after this duo of action perfection ends is how important the story even was. Because here, the plot serves the breathtakingly choreographed hell ride that these movies are. Writing history with never-before-seen combination of real hand-to-hand combat and astonishing creative camera operation, the Raid movies are not only one of a kind, but truly unique experiences. Number 2. The Gentleman.
Look, let me stop you right there so you don't waste any more of your precious breath, young man. This is not a discussion for the two of us. Unlike the salt and pepper, it's not on the table.
The Gentleman is an action comedy crime film written and directed by Guy Ritchie and stars Matthew McConaughey, Charlie Hunnam, Henry Golding, Michelle Dockery, Colin Farrell, and Hugh Grant. The story follows Mickey Pearson, who has done very well financially with his highly profitable cannabis empire. He is now looking into cashing in his business, which he has come to value at nearly $400 million, and tries to sell it off to a dynasty of Oklahoma billionaires.
Trying to do you a favor. This is a big number.
And this? Oh, this is a big gun.
Before we unveil movie number 1, here are a few honorable mentions.
What time is it? It's time to kick ass or chew gum. And guess what? I'm all out of gum.
Where is it?
Where is it?
No. What is that? Is that your message for her? Is that acid? Huh? I swear to God, I ever see you near her again, I'll kill you.
Okay. You ever killed anyone? No. You can get touchy-feely.
Touchy-feely.
Emotional, not fun. A lot of fuss. They cry, they plead, they beg, they piss themselves, they call for their mothers. It gets embarrassing. I like to kill them softly. From a distance.
Number 1. The Irishman.
I never waited for anyone who was late more than 10 minutes in my life.
Frank Sheeran is a man with a lot on his mind. The 2019 biographical crime film stars Robert De Niro, Al Pacino, and Joe Pesci. It follows Frank as he remembers his years working for the Buffalino crime family. Now older, the World War II veteran is once again examining his most prolific successes and his involvement in the disappearance of his good friend Jimmy Hoffa, the former president of the International Brotherhood of Teamsters, who mysteriously vanished in late July 1975.
No, I mean, I heard he's having an old vacation in McCann, but I don't know.
Yeah, you people. That's what you said, right, Jim? You people. Well, am I beneath you?
Definitely.
Do you agree with our list? Please let us know in the comments. If you want to know more about a particular movie in this list, you can check out our links in the video description. And for more top 10 movie videos, be sure to subscribe to communiTV.